Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Prairie Banana here over on PulseChain, representing UFO and see if I can get this pTGC, the two index tokens on PulseChain that are an index of the best assets on the chain. And I'm not kidding. They're indexed. They're an index. They're bonded within liquidity, with thick liquidity, with the 4 RH core assets, which are the most promising assets on the chain: Hex, Pulse, Hex, and Ink. And these two index tokens, these two here, pay you passively just for holding them, but they can pay you other ways as well. And you can ask me any questions you want in the chat. You can ask me about my experience with these two tokens. I hold both of them, and they have been paying me passively for nearly 2 years now. Has it been 2 years? 2 years in February for pTGC and 2 years in May for UFO. And they do like their reflections token, and the reflections come into my wallets day in and day out, unprompted. I don't have to do anything. They just show up. It's alien tech, because that's how they show up in their alien tech fashion. So we're going to be talking about these two assets today. Armand, I have never seen you before. Welcome to the channel. I am doing well today. You may ask your one question. I'm kidding. What's your question, dude? You get bonus points for asking questions, by the way. So Armand, you're the first recipient of the bonus points today. Hope you guys are doing great. So yeah, we're literally going to talk about these two assets. Usually what we do is we start out just jibber jabbering about what's happening on PulseChain, current news. We go to the charts, we look at the volume on these two assets. We kind of start there, and then I go into basically presenting you the whole walkthrough of pTGC. We start with the big dog first, the mothership, Pulse, the Grays currency. That's why it looks like an alien up there. We start there, and that takes the bulk of the time. And then we go into UFO, which takes a minimal time, just to underestimate the token. And then we might do some moon math, showing us, where these tokens could perhaps go with a successful PulseChain, with volume on the network. Maybe without a successful PulseChain, these tokens have already been very successful, to be quite honest. So that's kind of how we're gonna, and I will answer any questions to the best of my ability. Armand, extra credit for today. When you're locked, this is his question. When you're locked, pTGC position is finished, do you need to close and relock? Armand, that is a great question, and I have a fabulous answer for you. You can literally do nothing, and nothing changes. It's serious, man. You can leave your, okay, let me back up. A couple of the things that I love about pTGC and UFO also, but I can stake it, no time commitment. I can claim my rewards at any time. I can go a step further, which I personally do, and I lock it for now. If you lock, it's a minimum of 90 days, a maximum of 10 years, but you can claim your rewards at any time, and there's no penalty for leaving it locked. You can make a 90-day lock and let it go forever, and you will continue to earn rewards as a 90-day locker. And by the way, you can earn 3 ways with pTGC. You just hold it. I mean, just buy the tokens. You hold them and you earn reflections. Now, if you stake it, you're going to earn about 160% more APY, and you continue to earn your reflections. Then you can go a step further and lock it, which is a time commitment, heavy penalty if you were to unlock, okay? The unstake is 1%. Early unlock is 30%. And that's all dependent on other people unlocking. Like the people that want to early end their locks pay all the other lockers. So you can earn 3 different ways. And when you lock, you're still earning your staking rewards and your reflections. Cool. Yeah, I love it too, man. And with UFO, similar. Is it similar? Let me think. Yeah, very similar. It's just you can't stake it, you can't lock it. UFO is it's a different dynamic over there or over here because I'm in that little token too. It's an LP token. You can LP your RH assets, your Hex, Pulse, PulseX, and Ink, PDI, pTGC, eHex with UFO, and you earn PLS. So you never have to buy gas money again, which is really cool. But you cannot stake UFO. You can just hold it during those reflections that you don't need to trigger anything to get, or you can LP it. All right, cool. Who else is in the chat today? Polygon, are you here today? Polygon, Earth to Polygon. He's a super big fan of UFO, and I know some other people are too. And I think everybody, guys, I think once we have a big pump in PulseChain and especially RH stickers, I think everybody gonna be a fan of UFO. All the holders are gonna be loving the price, and the pTGC holders are gonna be loving the burn, because when we were talking about this on Spaces yesterday, when UFO kicks in, it burns a lot of pTGC. It really does. Like we saw how last winter between like September and February, somewhere in there, UFO was burning upwards of 3 times as much pTGC tokens as pTGC itself. I've got the records to prove that. Yeah, UFO is a hot dog. It's a humdinger, which it just hasn't been around as long as pTGC. So I don't want to say the jury's out, but it kind of is. It just hasn't been proven as much as pTGC. But I would say that the level that it has been proved, it has demonstrated that it's a monster. UFO is a monster. I just can't wait to get to I can't wait to be on the other side of this cycle and have all of the history of these two assets and the points of reference, the data, the experience, and all of that from these two assets, because I think a lot's going to happen. We could just say that. A lot is going to happen this cycle. A lot has already happened. So, but the thing of it is, we're still in the learning. We're like in the early stages of the learning process, I just kind of feel like once we get on the other side of the cycle, we'll be like, okay, all right, I think I know what we can expect next cycle with these months and months and months and months and months of history. Whereas now it's just, it's months and months of history. All right, we're rambling too much. It's a little bit green today. Would you say, guys? Thank God. Let's keep it that way. How many times have we had green and it turns red in like a short order? Just hold tight, man. I mean, not financial advice over here, but I'm going to tell you what, it could be very exciting. And I wouldn't want to be caught on the sidelines with what I suspect is coming in the next, whatever, under a year, hopefully. October didn't quite pan out. November, it's November 9th right now. And it's, we're still below SAC price, but who knows what's going to happen? There is so much that has happened that's like bullish and things still aren't moving. It's almost like a spring that gets coiled up. It's like good news, good news, good news, good news, good news, good news. Pop! That's what I want. I mean, we got a crypto president. We have crypto legislation. We have SEC clearance. We have this, that, the other. Zen's, good to see you in the chat. It's just everything is how, I'm sure it wasn't like this the previous cycle where everything's just lined up almost perfectly. and still retail's not here. But I'll be honest. Yeah, we always try to be honest around here. I don't even like saying that. It's like, if you're always saying, I'll be honest, you got to wonder how much you've been lying to me. So what was I saying? Let's see. Armand. So if you got, I'm just going right past me, forgetting what I was going to say. So if you got multiple V2 LP with UFO, you earn PLS instead of the paired tokens. If you do it on the dApp, you want to pair your UFO on the D app. PulseTGC.com. Yeah. I don't remember that. PulseTGC.com. You've got to LP on the dApp. Then you will earn PLS. Yes. So you can pair your UFO with Hex, PulseX Inc., eHex, pDie, pTGC, but I wouldn't do that one because you're going to pay the tax. And then the Pulse pair, you will pay the UFO fee exiting that pool, only exiting. Let me make sure you got this right. So if you got multiple V2 LP with UFO, you earn Pulse instead of the paired token. Instead of the paired 2 tokens, you will still earn your V2 fees. I'm pretty sure it's V2. Is it V2? Forgive me, guys, for not knowing. I really should know this. Let me go to pulsex.com and make sure. Hold on. I mean, I've been there a bunch of times. It's just, yeah, V2. Okay. I was thinking V3. Is it V3? I don't even see V3 on this DEX. So, yeah, it's V2. You get your standard V2. Thank you, Zen. Got to commit that to memory, right? You get your standard DEX fees on top of the UFO fee, the UFO rewards. So you'll earn. So if you hold UFO, you earn UFO. If you LP it, you will earn PLS. That's how it works. How the market, CC9339. I've seen a lot of you around in the last day or so. Are you new? You can let me know, or you can not. It's okay. You're a new guy, and I appreciate you being here. How the market's lining up in crypto's favor. I don't know if that's a question or a statement. If it's a statement, I'm with you 1000%. The market's lining up with from the shadows. You're coming from the shadows. You came from the shadows. Yeah. Well, let's have a look. I have not seen the volume yet today because I just got to my office about an hour ago and just started working on that stinking book, man. I'm still, so we wrote a book about pTGC and UFO. We started back in probably April, and the finishing up of it has been the hardest part. Oh, no, it's not the hardest part. The hardest part was the writing it, putting it together, even though I used ChatGPT. But, oh, man, wrapping it up, it's like back and forth and back and forth. Oh, it never ends. And now the images were too like small. I'm like, lady, it's different this time. She says, because the size was different. I'm like, oh man. So I had to get her a couple files. I'm like, which one of these is going to work? We got to replace them all. Hopefully I'll have that book done this week, and I'll be able to get you guys an update on that. CC9339. No, you were asking what you were saying. You were talking about how the market's lining up in favor of crypto. I am new to Pulse and pTGC within the last 6 months. Cool, man. Welcome aboard to the mothership of at least PulseChain, perhaps all of crypto. Yeah, we're pTGC. Like, we may not say this on spaces and such publicly and all that. I think the spaces is a little more public. This, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Probably wrong. But I'll say it here. Like, this is my channel, and I don't want to take advantage of it too much, but it is my channel. We've checkmated the chain, guys. pTGC. Just come into our spaces and listen, and you'll be like, I think these guys checkmated the chain. Yeah, we did, man. Well, not me. I'm not a developer. I'm a community member, in case you guys are wondering. Glad to be here. Learned so much. That's awesome, man. But I had to say I have a great mentor that's been helping me. Okay. If you don't mind sharing who your mentor is, you can PM me too if you don't want to say it here. I am curious, but that's awesome. Everybody should have a mentor. Even if it's somebody on YouTube or you befriend somebody in a Telegram and we should always be mentoring somebody too, right? You want to be under a mentor so you're learning and growing, but then you also want to be teaching other people as well. So like each one teach one, something like that. That's good, man. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Been in crypto about 5 years. Been in crypto about 5 years, but I've seen a big XRP XLM H bar, the ISO 20s kind of guy, until I was showing the light about pTGC and UFO on PulseChain. Okay, I don't know what PulseChain is. Well, right on, man. I'm glad you're here. I know, and I can tell you are too. So we're gonna break from the 90 and 9 today, and so I assume CC 9339. Can I just call you CC? That you would like to see a proper presentation of pTGC and UFO. We're gonna do that, man. Voice to text, sorry. That's all good, man. It's all good. So we're gonna get right into it, but let me give some updates about, because I only get to talk to you guys once a week. Once we get hot, and I think we might be getting hot over this winter, like later this month, especially once the book is behind me and the website stuff, I am going to resume my Wednesday stream. And if we're bringing onboards in and such, I will drop everything and we'll do the Wednesday stream. Okay. But where was I going, man? 50-something-year-old brain. I am right now, like this week, I'm dropping everything and making videos for the new website because, okay, we are targeting no coiners, and I am inviting you guys to join us, the community, in reaching out. The crypto bros are fine, but most everybody on PulseChain has been exposed to pTGC and UFO. We're really after the no coiners. My dad got him into pTGC. Guess what? He's been holding it strong for over a year. Got this other lady into pTGC. Guess what? She don't even care. She's like, just let me know when it's worth $1 million or whatever. Good holders. Those are the ones we're after. So there's that. And once I am done making videos for the website, which are going to be, they're going to be like step-by-step videos for your onboards to come over to this website and go to the whatever section. I don't want to say too much again. They're going to watch step-by-step videos. Once I'm done with that, then I will record. Then I'm going to lean into YouTube and start and try to get more people onto the ultimate goal, guys, is get people into pTGC. Okay. And I want to use YouTube for that. Twitter's great, but I can spend all day on Twitter and build following and all that. But it's all crypto people. They already hold crypto. Guess what? They like to buy crypto and sell crypto. But the no coiners, they'd probably just be happy to buy and hold. And guess what? Credit card companies know who to target with the first credit card. It's the young people, because they want to hold that first card. It was the first card they ever got. They're going to hold it for the rest of their life. That's why credit card companies go after college students. So this credit card company, if I could put it that way, and it ain't, we're going after the people that have never held crypto before. And if we can get those people in, they will be endeared because we are the first ones to reach out to them. And they're going to be like, sell my pTGC over my dead body. So But YouTube is where a lot of us came in. So YouTube is where I am going to bring other people in. All right, what do we got? CC, that works. Pushing your vids and channel. Thank you, man. There's not even anything on there yet. So once the website's done, there's going to be like a glut. I'm going to save a bunch of videos because I'll spare you guys the details. But as soon as the website's done, I'm going to go ding, 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 publish. And there's going to be a bunch. And then hopefully I can like keep the pace up. But I do appreciate you guys. I am going to be looking for, you know what? YouTube's different. I don't need subs. I just need people to watch the videos. Afternoon. Then it would be safe to do a 90-day pTGC lock in your opinion? My opinion is yes. That's my opinion. I'm doing 90-day locks. I just did some a couple weeks ago, I think. Tommy Bibby reposted the stream. Thank you very much. 90-day locks. At this point in the cycle, I mean, 90 days from now is early. Is that early February? I think that's early February. So, I mean, unless you think the cycle's over and you're going to want to sell that pTGC, I think this cycle might just be kicking off in February. So I want those rewards for my locks. Just the exposure is a start, but the vids you're talking about will be great. Oh yeah. I do hope so. I anticipate they will be. You did 290-day locks, 15-year lock, and then kept the position open. I see 290-day, yeah, and probably a 10-year lock. You can stake Hex for 15 years. 290-day locks, good deal. You know what that does? See, that's a wise way to do it, because then if you're like, I have to have these tokens unlocked, then you can nuke the one. And I'm not suggesting this. This would have to be a bad situation. But one of the reasons for doing multiple locks is if you got to nuke one, you're paying 30% on one bag versus an entire huge bag. Make sense? Okay. Let's go see what the volume is, guys, before we start talking about anything else. All right. Yesterday, if anybody, you guys are welcome to guess what volume is. I'm guessing today it's about the same as it was yesterday, maybe a little more. And right now, I'm showing $49,000 for pTGC, and that's not wonderful. It's wonderful compared to where we were last year, because we're about, I don't know what we're up in X's for volume compared to last year, but it's more. And we are rewarded whenever volume goes up. So we want volume to go up. And if you guys want to see what I'm about to show you, it's secretobank.com. Secreto Bank. Let me type it in. www.secretobank.com. And you can see all of the LPs for pTGC and UFO. And if you want to look at other assets, you can put in their contract address also and see all the goods, man. And that's compliments of Snowflake Society. This is the first utility in the pTGC ecosystem, right? See how you can see that liquidity, the 24-hour volume of it. I have it in dark mode. I'm not sure that I like it. Let's see if volume increased. I bet it did just a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to refresh. And Perry Banana, dead wrong. 20,000. That's really low. Look, that is really low volume, guys. But UFO 28,000 yesterday. Let's see what it is today. 7,000. Okay, it'll get better, guys. I promise. No, I can't promise. That would be financial advice. I've seen it a lot better. We have seen both these assets at $2 million. One of them was like really close, and the other one was a little over $2 million in volume. And that was at the bottom of PulseChain. Do you think they might be going back there? Do you think they might be going back there at least when PulseChain lights up? I absolutely 1000% do. And we're rewarded strongly when they have volume, because yeah, we'll get into it. Okay. It's a great position to get into pTGC and UFO right now. And yeah, you're right, CC. And you can buy about 4 plus times as much UFO supply as you can pTGC supply. I think a dolphin position in UFO is, a dolphin position would be like 4 to 5 times less in UFO. And if you guys want to look at the position costs, let me know. We can do that. But I can tell you that you can do it. You can do it yourself on Deck Screener. We should go there. Let's go there. Let's go to Deck Screener, and I will show you guys the Deck Screener. The Deck Screener. All right. I like the green. You know, why are we turning red already over here on the hourly? We need to keep. Can we just copy and paste this right stuff over here onto the left? It would be nice. No, I just. This is pTGC on the daily. And let's find out what a dolphin position costs. A dolphin is 29. I got to make sure I'm saying this right. Yeah, a dolphin would be 29. Hold up. Yeah, it'd have to be 29 million tokens. I'm second guessing myself because, oh yeah, that sounds about right. $5,000 for a dolphin, guys. At the top, it was $20,000+ for a dolphin, like back last spring, 20 grand. And I think we're going back. Dolphin and UFO. I'm trying to commit this to memory. A dolphin and UFO is 91,400,000. It's $1,300, guys, for a dolphin position in UFO. But I'm trying to sell you guys positions, and we haven't even talked about what these assets are. Shouldn't do that necessarily. All right, so let's go look at Bitcoin. It's up 2% today. Yay. Look, Ethereum is at 3576. That is beautiful. WPLS. So when Bitcoin goes, it drags Ethereum, which drags Pulse, which drags pTGC. pTGC is up almost nothing today, but it is in the green. It's up like 0.2%. And I've seen this repeatedly over here. You see this ratio in PLS, the price per PLS, it's under 6. We've been holding 6 for the longest time, guys. I mean, look at this. And let's flip the chart to WPLS, and you'll see we've been in this range for, well, it looks like, well, I guess just a couple weeks. Yeah, about a month. About a month. And I get a little down in the mouth when I see, oh, well, we're below 6. Well, you know what that means? That just means that Pulse is pumping. What happens is, I've seen this time and time again, Pulse moves, and then suddenly pTGC is moving up in value against Pulse. We've seen it over and over. In August of 2024, pTGC went 1-to-1 with Pulse. It had worked its way up from fractions all the way up to 1 pulse per pTGC. Finally, and we've been as high as 22 back in February, I believe. February of this year, it cost 22 pulse per pTGC. We're down to 6. Do you think we're going back to 22? I 1000% believe that we are. And so pTGC is a good place to park PLS. Just saying. I mean, if you want to hold, and I will hold a bag of the gas token, Pulse, but I've flipped most of it into pTGC. And I've also, by the way, I flipped my Pulse Hex. I had some Pulse X, but it did something else with it. But I would have flipped it into pTGC. I flipped a lot of stuff into pTGC. And I'm trying to think if I've looked back on anything. You can ask me later if I thought of anything, but you know, even under pressure, I can't think of anything that I regretted flipping into pTGC. I have regretted not flipping earlier into pTGC. I have regretted buying some things instead of pTGC when I was early in the ecosystem. And by the way, CC, I was going to mention, you're learning a lot. I've learned a lot too. Excuse me. Being right here in the Grays ecosystem, learned a bucket ton. I got a bucket ton more to learn. What's the bag worth? I assume you're asking what my bag is worth, and I'm no, that's private. That's private. I mean, I'm not going to ask what your bag's worth. That would be private, and I do recommend you guys keep that private too. I don't okay. I'm big on security. We don't know. Okay. You can let somebody know how many dollars you got, but dollars ain't going to go to the moon like pTGC. Dollar got a cap on them. But when it comes to crypto, like if you're going to be vocal about that, you might want to run one day. You don't want to be the victim of a wrench attack where when they take a wrench or a gun or a knife or they hold your kids for ransom. Okay. You don't want that. So I already doxed my face, but ask me my name. Nuh-uh. Ask me where I live. I'll get you close, but not, you won't be able to find me. I hope. And then, what's the other thing? I guess that's it. Keep it private, guys. Just be careful. Use your heads. Large quantity, not a specific certain amount. No, a bag, just an expression then. Okay. Oh, maybe you guys are having a private conversation. Or I'm totally missing it, Scepter. All right. You guys got to understand, when a guy is streaming, right now this guy is streaming, there is so much, like, I don't know what it is. It's pressure. Like even doing math while streaming, forget it, man. You can even use a calculator and you'll get all messed up. So it's a weird thing. It is very strange. It's something to do with the pressure. So we looked at the volume. We looked at deck screener. And we talked about the ratios, which is something important that you need to understand in crypto. So I should find a way to put this, because I don't want to wreck anybody and I don't want to encourage anybody to do anything that you shouldn't do. So you need to evaluate your own situation. But I will say what I did at the end of last year. So it has almost been a year. I did a little wallet audit. I pulled up Deck Screener and I went through all the assets that weren't pTGC or UFO. And I looked at them in the paired asset terms. And I want to make sure that we get this right. And I'm going to show one to you. Let's pull up the OG hex. And we're going to, let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's, I want to pit it against pTGC. Let's see how hex is improved compared to pTGC. You guys want to see that? Let's do it. Either one of these hexes should do. Smart, huh? You're probably talking to Spectre. Both of you guys are in my chat. I know this. Okay. So you have this option up here at the top. You can look at this chart in USD or in terms of hex. And this is pTGC in terms of USD or in hex. I'm going to put this not in the daily, but in a weekly. I want to zoom out just a little bit. Okay. Now, this is how much pTGC has moved up in USD. This is how much PTGC has moved up in hex. If I click on this, watch. Let's see what happens. PTGC has moved up against hex since after the first month, which is right about there, 550%. So thanks, CC. So if you, and this is the smart thing I think that you were commenting on. So if a person had flipped their hex, whichever hex, this is the pulse. Yeah, this is hex. If they'd moved their hex into PTGC after the 4th week that it had launched, they'd be up 550%. You can do that for any asset that's paired with PTGC. Pulse, PulseX, Hex, Inc., PDI, Teddy Bear, Tropa, you name it. Look at all of them. And you might be surprised at how well PTGC is performing against them. And if you guys want to watch the slideshow that Zen and I did on Friday, I go through my whole slide deck, 50 plus slides. And some of what we're talking about right now is demonstrated in a slide. And it's a little bit dry, but if you take a moment to digest what you are looking at, you'll understand that PTGC is waxing eloquently against even the RH core assets. So I did a little wallet audit last year and I flipped a lot of stuff, but I left moon bag. I was a big boy and I left moon bags. Didn't flip all my teddy bear into PTGC. No, sir. Would not be wise. But 90%, yeah, man. Sure did. We have to look at our cryptos through logic and reason. Okay. Sometimes we'll buy emotionally, right? FOMO. But then once we've held that bag and we have some experience with it, we have some logic and experience with it, then we might do something else with it, right? And so we need to look at our bags unemotionally. And I like what Goose said on Spaces yesterday. Inverse trade your emotions. That was so good. I've heard it before. I've heard him say that before, but it just hit me again yesterday, probably because it'd been too long since I'd heard it. Inverse trade your emotions. I love my teddy bear. You know, I worked hard for the fiat to buy that teddy bear. Yeah, I know. But what's the chart telling you? You want to look at it? Let's do one more. Watch this. Guys, watch this. You might be shocked. You might be shocked at the people that promote teddy bear. I'm going to be that guy. And I'm doing it on my channel. I wouldn't do this. If I was on and I'm a Hexican, I have hex stakes. I wouldn't do this if I was on a stream with a Hexican. I wouldn't do this, but this is my channel and we're going to do it. It was teddy bear. Let's see if I can find the PTGC teddy bear pair in 10 seconds or less. I did it. All right, watch this, guys. Now, I think, let's see. This is in USD. Let's see how it looks in PTGC. Oh, come on. I might need to do a monthly. I don't like it when the chart does this, and I don't know how to fix it. Come on. We might be down. Against teddy bear. Well, wait a second. Yeah, this is the OG teddy bear. Okay. Well, if I could read the chart properly. Okay, the way that it looks, I'm just going to be brutally honest. It looks like PTGC is down 100% against teddy bear. Okay, I was not expecting to see that. last year when I flipped out of, when I flipped out of Teddy Bear, we were up against Teddy Bear. Let me just make sure. Reset, measure tool, and I did this at the end of, I was up. Okay, yep. When I flipped out of Teddy Bear into pTGC, we were up 200% against Teddy Bear. Now we're down a number, whatever I said. Okay, so, but we might, man, I sure hope we do now. That is one asset that is doing better than pTGC. Did I just say that? But we have done better than Teddy Bear. We have in the past, and I think we will. And we're going to be doing a real real life marketing campaign. And we're going to be incentivized to bring our friends and family. And we're trying to have this thing done before friend and family season, Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, the holiday season, where everybody's going to be with their friends and family. And what do? They talk about what they're excited about. And this year, we want all of us to be talking about the greatest currencies and invite everybody onto PulseChain and the greatest currencies. Number go up. But more importantly, giving other people, our friends and family, a chance to get in on this fabulous opportunity over here. We genuinely, this is not a pump and dump. These are not pump and dump tokens. Most people, at least the ones that understand the greatest currencies, like this dude here that stinking wrote a book about it. I didn't write a book to make money on it. I wrote a book because I believe in this ecosystem so strongly. I absolutely have bag bias, but I like to look at myself as a man that can say, hey, Teddy Bear's doing better than us right now. Okay. But this guy here that can go against his own kids, like, oh, you ended up in jail? I'm going to let you cook for a few days. Because it would be the right thing. So we learn a lesson, right? I ain't going to go bail my kids out every single time. Same thing in my crypto. I can talk against my crypto. I should be able to. And if I don't, you guys call me out. And I'll have to rethink my ways. But that's why. But I say that to illustrate that we want people over here in the greatest currencies, not just to make the stinking chart go green, but because it is going to turn green, and we want them in for their own sake before it does turn green. Okay. I mean that. I got my dad in. I'm like, Dad, you better check this out. He already got burned on Hex and PulseX and a couple others. But I think that's the pTGC that's going to save his bacon. I think he's going to be real happy. We've checkmated the chain, guys. Okay, we're going to talk about index tokens while I get my notes pulled up because I need to use my notes. We're at 43 minutes. Okay. We are going to get into the presentation now, CC. We're doing it. Let me get this minimized. And I got to pull up. It's not a script, but it's a guide that I use that really helps me stay on task. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I've got to find it. I thought it was right up here. Hold on. I have all these. I have like all this stuff neatly organized. I just don't know where it is. Presentations. Yeah, man. All right, we got it. Thanks for waiting, guys. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but you can tell I'm doing something. All right. So I got it. Let me get my eyes on. You got burned with NPC NPCS. What is that? NPCS. I do not know what that is. All right. So, okay, there's a sacrifice going on. You guys are curious what I think about the sacrifice. You can listen to the audio. Join my chat. NPCS crypto. I guessed it was crypto. Jump it. Okay. There's a link to my chat. Go join my chat. I'd love to have you in there. I drop lots like newsworthy stuff in there and links to these streams and the spaces and all like everything that I love and think is valuable to you guys. I may not put it in the other chats that I'm in, even though I often do, but I put it in my chat. It's my chat. And notice the last 5 digits, the characters of that chat. Index. That was sheer accident, guys. That was an absolute accident. And guess what? ChatGPT said it's over 1 billion. Pretty sure it said 1 billion odds of that happening by accident. And the chat's about two index tokens. We don't talk about anything, by the way, anything but core assets, pTGC, UFO, and RH cores. What do I think about the sacrifice? I think what other people are saying is wise. I am not going to sacrifice. Yeah, I am going to support Richard Hart and this token. Absolutely, man. Sounds like good tech. And it can bring people over into PulseChain and into pTGC and UFO. We're probably going to have a pairing with it and make volume for our holders, you and me. But I'm not going to sacrifice for it. I may not even buy it after the market determines the value. Did you notice? If you're listening to Spaces yesterday, it just settled on me. Richard Hart is not going to launch it at the price he thinks it's that the market wants for it. He's going to launch it at a higher price, if that makes sense. And then, so after it launches, it's probably just like any token, it's gonna go shoot up and then drop after a couple few days or weeks, and then it's going to be down, down, down. If it doesn't, it would be one of the first assets I've ever seen go up and to the right from the beginning. It could happen because we are in a bull run. However, I'm not going to participate except through pTGC and UFO, because by holding pTGC in particular, assuming we are going to have a pairing with it, I buy, and you as a pTGC holder, by extension, will hold this token, Mr. Prove or Prove X or Prove It, whatever it's going to be. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so yeah. All right, let me get my eyes on where we are here. We talked about charts. We talked about that news. We went through ratios. Make sure you guys are voting on PulseFolio, plsfolio.com. I did not drop anything in the chat today. But I should have put the www. Go to plsfolio.com and vote for both pTGC and UFO. And if you haven't voted yet, like CC, if you haven't voted for pTGC and UFO on Dex Screener, go vote for them. Anybody that's in here that hasn't voted for these assets yet, please go vote on Dex Screener also. 11 people in here. Woo! Man, it is slow in crypto. And I want to be over 5,000 subs by the end of this cycle. We'll see, man. You have in the past. Oh, I see. If you've already voted, from what I can tell, you can't vote twice. But you know what I need to do is I got to vote from my other computers in my life. I'm glad we had this conversation, CC, because I wouldn't have figured that out. I got to vote from my phone, my laptop, and my wife's computer over here. That was good idea. Okay. Got through that. Check this out, guys. Yeah. So you could probably just vote from anything with an IP. I need to go down to the library and check out all the computers down there and vote from Deck Screener. But with PLS Folio, you can vote from any IP twice per day. And we try to vote every single day. You're laughing out loud. Yeah, I do a lot of that. I need a good laugh in my life because I'm pretty serious. Check out this chart, guys. My buddy Slade made this. And if he's watching, dude, I love you, man. You do good work. He does good work. Like he's one of those guys. He's an A player, like not just A player, probably A plus. Look at pTGC and UFO versus the cores. What do you think is going to happen when PulseChain kicks off, guys? What do you think is going to happen? Well, we're going to be wishing we had brought more people in, right? Okay, now I want to stress one thing is that these tokens are an index of all of these tokens. Look at this. pTGC and UFO are bonded to all those assets and others, and they garner volume for us. Okay, and pTGC and UFO are thickly bonded with each other. And the reason you should be interested in an index token is because Charles Schwab has famously stated the goal of index investing. Listen, the goal of index investing is to own the entire market. How about owning all of PulseChain in 2 tokens or just one? I mean, UFO, pTGC, if you hold that one, is literally an index of UFO. So if you hold pTGC, you'll be good, right? But I like UFO. I hold them both. The goal of index investing is to own the entire market, entire PulseChain, or a representative slice of it. We just own a slice of it at the lowest possible cost. Charles Schwab said that. Secretobank.com. We covered that. That's where you can see all of the pairs that we're bonded with and the relative volume for each pairing. Like Pulse is going to be the highest volume. And then I don't know what's going to be next after that. Let's see. Let's see together. Okay, class. Hex and pTGC actually has some really good volume today. And pTGC and WPLS. So we had some great volume today with Hex. I love it. And PulseX, and then Inc, and then eHex over here. $800 in volume. But, like I said, guys, that volume's nothing compared to what's coming. It's nothing. I'm digging the UFO shirt. I'm digging it, man. I should get the UFO logo thing up there. We'll just have UFO day. That's a good idea. I need to do that. So, and do it. I'm going to add UFO to the selection, and we can hold on. If you guys have been here, you guys know I take notes on the fly. Add UFO to StreamYard. It only takes a second, but I'm not going to do that while I'm streaming. But I will take a note, because whenever we flip topics on spaces or whatever, hey, that's a great idea. Even when we're streaming, when we do that, when we go to the UFO section, we change the logo to UFO. I love it. Rocket Red countdown liftoff. I think it's funny when you guys do that. I don't know how you do that. Maybe you're on your phone or something and it comes across like that. And I know what you mean. So you like that idea, CC? Cool. Yeah, I think it's a good idea, man. Absolutely, man. Let's have some fun. Crypto's pretty dry and boring. It's really not, but it can be. It could be. So you gotta kind of liven it up a little bit. All right, now let's look at the basic differences. Remember, we're leaving the 90 and 9, and we're talking to CC today because he's new, kind of new. How long have you held pTGC, man? Has it been 6 months? Here are the main differences between pTGC and UFO until you make some major bags. 6 months. Okay. Hey, Mercus, good to see you, man. Yeah. Hello to all the dolphin holders. I'm going to tell you what, man. You got me excited talking about positions because I firmly believe this. I firmly believe it. Sometimes you say something and you got to be like, do you really mean that? Well, okay, I believe this. And I think that the squid positions, guys, are probably going to be millionaires this cycle. Well, I just don't know what that means. I think that, let's see, a squid position is 2.9. Oh, yeah, man. A squid position is, let's call it 3 million tokens. A dolphin is 29 million. Okay. I think this stinking token, I think a penny is easy. I think 10 cents, if it goes to a penny, 10 cents within reach. If it goes 10 cents, you think 20, 30, 40, a dollar might be within reach. Yeah. I was doing the math today and I was like, because I have notes, my little notebook. I was like, man, if pTGC does a 40x, no, I didn't like this. If Pulse does a 40x and pTGC does a 15x against Pulse, it was like 600x. 600x. Pulse does a 40x. pTGC does a 15x. Let me do this right on the calculator. 40 times 15. Yeah, 600 times the current price, which is what? Times 0.00018. Oh, that's so sad. 0.00001. Let's do it exactly. 763. What's that going to be? Is that a? I know that's a penny. Yeah, it's 10 pennies. It's like 11 cents, guys. That's Pulse doing 40x. pTGC doing 15 above that. 11x, man. I mean, 11 cents. Thank you, Scepter. So I think the squid position is going to be real happy. That's why we've been like, guys, on PulseChain, get you a stinking check bag just in case. You think that just holding cores is great and you're dissing pTGC? Well, just in case, get you 1 million of it because you might be sorry if you don't. Because if it goes to $1, a jick bag is $1 million. And, you know, all of our parents wanted to be millionaires. Well, let's make them proud. And a jick bag today, how much is that? How much is a jick bag? Look, I think it's $176. Jick bag is a million tokens. $176. Better add, 5% on top, if you want. Okay. I digress. So we talked, the differences. Here they are, right there. The biggest thing, like for me, aside from the fee and the fewer wallets on UFO, is the LP. pTGC's LP is almost all burned. UFOs is user provided. All of UFOs LP is user provided. Most of pTGC's is burned. Okay, there is something special. Okay, and the reason we've checkmated the chain is that we figured out how to create demand over here. Something that even Richard Hart struggled with. And we're not beating up Richard Hart. We are partnering with him. We're burning a lot of his tokens, okay? Pulse every single minute. We burned a lot of Hex, Inc. Let's see, Hex, Inc. Yeah, all those tokens in secretobank.com. Almost all of them have been burned. And then obviously the core tickers, we burned a lot of those. So this is not a diss against Richard Hart, but he struggled to figure out the demand part of the equation for crypto. The supply thing was easy. Make it a buy and burn. Make it the token supply somehow diminish. But when it came to demand, marketing, Twitter, YouTube, But it took the gray. I don't know if he's still here, but he figured it out. And if you haven't heard the story, you should hear the story. I think it's up on good job, Samson. That's a 10x. A dolphin is 10x of a squid. You know that. Man, you guys are so blessed to be here so early. That's how I feel at this moment in time. Not financial advice and all that stuff. Okay, but that's how I feel. Okay, and I've been wrong. I'm wrong a lot. You should hear the story of how he discovered the solution for the demand problem, and the solution is the AMM bots, and that is what got me when I came into this ecosystem in February of 2024. By the way, when I thought it was late, okay, and I wish I had bought more. And by the way, when I got me some, I wish I had bought more because the price has never retraced to that level since. Never. And I'm so disappointed. Yeah, that was a sad thing. But what was I saying, man? Oh, the bots. The AMM bots. That's what got me. I was like, okay, when I discovered Hex, as many of you guys did, it's like, wow, man, this is cool. All in, right? When I discovered pTGC, I was like, yo, AMM bots working for me 24/7. I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. I understand the power of passive income. Yeah, passive income means it's coming into my life every single day while I'm out fishing or hunting or out in the forest getting firewood or doing whatever I want with my life. That passive income will be coming in because of the AMM bots. How does that work? Well, the AMM bots, the automated market maker bots, are what are going around through the whole network, stabilizing and balancing the pairs. Like a pTGC hex pair over here is this high in price, and over here it's down this low. I'm like, well, we can't have this. We can't have this. We got to make them even. So it's got to buy out of this pair and sell into this pair, right? And then when it's buying and selling pTGC, it's paying the fee. It's mandatory. And an AMM bot will do that as long as it's going to make a little bit of profit. So the AMM bots are working for us 24/7, and they never sleep, and we don't got to pay their taxes. And it's what really sold me, aside from the raving fans in the community, it's what really sold me about pTGC and it's what is an alien tech, is the AMM bots. It's genius, guys. We were the first. I'm not the inventor. I'm not a founder, but I say we because I feel like I'm a part of this community enough that I can say I'm a we now. Okay. And I'm say we were the first ones to bring this to the market. I wasn't there, but okay, they were the first ones. But now I'm here, and this is my place. This is my home, man. And so crypto had never seen a thing like this before. And I wish I could remember this term somebody used. I remember the video. I'd have to go back and watch it. Fishing with Camo Joe. It's good to see you. I call it cognitive dissonance, where the technology or the whatever it is so radical, so different, and contrary to what you've been accustomed to, that you causes dissonance, and you'll diss it, which means you're probably going to miss it. I think it's been that way for a lot of people. For pTGC, it's so innovative that many people have missed it. What's innovative? It's the AMM bots, but there's more. But we literally do not users. But we love the Samsons, the Spectres, the CCs, the Mercus, and the Fishing with Camo Joe. that come into our community, because then we get to participate with them and have streams with them and educate and all that happy good stuff. It's fun. Who wants to hold a token that nobody else is holding, even if it goes to million, billion, trillion dollars? That's nice, but man, you want to enjoy life with people, right? I got to drink a lot of water on Sundays because I just ate. So those AMM bots were a big deal. Here's our liquidity. The gold color is the pTGC. The green is, no, I'm sorry. The gold color is the cores. The green is the total. Does that make sense? And that was taken in August 2025. Once I'm done with the book and the website and got some traction in my business, I will redo these slides. Until then, I think they're decent, right? Okay. You're not allowed to say they're not decent. I will delete your comment. Yes, I could take an hour and fix them all, but sometimes done is better than perfect. Is that not a lot of liquidity? Notice how UFO has more LP with RH cores and it has more LP altogether. And that's one of the reasons that we see UFO do so well when the cores and PulseChain rallies, is because of that LP. And it'll be interesting to see how the LPs respond when as we go into the cycle, because of UFO's LP being user provided. And we just got a little uptake, and it distracted me. Somebody made a nice big old buy on pTGC, it looks like, and we're up now. We're up 1.36% for the day. If you guys, many of you guys haven't been around for a good old fashioned pTGC pump. Remember the Hex days when Hex would pump? It's very much like that. And I think we'll have one. We will have one. Just hold your horses, guys. You want to understand that in pTGC, and we're about to talk. Oh, we're about to get into the DApp. Yeah, man. When you stake pTGC, which is one of the 3 ways you can earn with it, your tokens stay in your wallet. So you will see your tokens there. And when you try to transfer them or sell them, you go check and make sure that they're not locked. I mean, staked, because they're probably staked. When you can't transfer them or sell them, that means they're staked. But the new DApp is going to help us with that, because it's going to be set up differently. So hopefully we don't get that question so much in the Telegram chat. Okay, you guys ready for the DApp? Oh, guys, and guess what? This is one of the last streams where we're going to review the old DApp. Maybe I should take next week off and just no. I ain't taking a week off, man. Taking time off is for sissies. Let's go to the DApp. All right, PulseTGC.com. This is the oldie. All right, this is, what do they call it? The legacy. This is the legacy DApp. The new one's so much better, guys. I've seen it. I am not going to share it with you, even though I could. It's so much better. You'll see it. You'll see it. And you'll like it. It's mandatory that you like it. Everybody has to like the new one. No. Oh, okay. Oh, excuse me. All right. So you can do, just rugged everybody. You can do 3 things with your pTGC. You can hold it, stake it, and lock it. And remember, we're going to spend some time on the pTGC DApp. Then we'll go into the UFO portion, and then we'll pretty much wrap it up. We might do some moon math. Okay, so holding is easy. You hold the tokens in a wallet. And by the way, don't buy tokens from a wallet that you don't want to keep them on and the transfer and all that, because you'll pay the fee, 5%. Buy pTGC from wallet you want to keep it on, unless you're okay, nuking 5%. That's fine. Like if you because some people will buy it from a hot wallet and then send it to cold storage. Whatever, that's a good idea. Use cold storage. Use a hardware wallet, right? Use one of these little babies, little treasures with the buttons. I like the buttons. You don't got to use these, but use a hardware wallet, guys. Otherwise, you're taking too many chances. Here's the DApp. You connect your wallet, which I need to do. Hold on one second. I didn't realize I wasn't connected. Give me a second because I got to get my experiment wallet connected here. Hold on, guys. You guys still here? How many people we got on YouTube's? Oh, we're up to 12. Somebody joined us. It was Camo Joe. All right. How come I'm not connecting? Let me refresh. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Yay. All right. Now, you're holding pTGC, and the rewards you can see. Where can you see the rewards? Oh, this is where you can see them right here. Just click stake. I have earned 6,171 in reflections since I staked last time. All right. This is how it works. Your reflections go straight to your wallet and start earning more reflections. Your stake rewards and your blocking rewards stay in the contract until you claim them. All right. So the next step, the next level is staking if you choose to do that. Let's show you how to do that. You select, again, stake, however much you want. You can stake it all. Confirm, sign the contract in your wallet, and go about your business. And you will have staked tokens. Now, this wallet has earned 9,750. Notice it has earned 6,171 reflections, and I did both these at the same time. So in the time that it has earned 6,171 tokens and reflections, has earned 9,750 in staking. And I can claim those by selecting this button. Then they'll go from the contract to my wallet and begin earning reflections. If I want to end my stake, I will select the withdraw button, and I can withdraw however much I want. And then, if I do that, I will pay 1% to all the other stakers. You guys see that? Okay, so that's the question: is have I ROI'd on my 1%? Because if I haven't, then I probably shouldn't unstake yet. Otherwise, I'm losing money. And at this point in the cycle, I'm going to say, excuse me. I'm going to say, like, I think it's safe for me to stake. I just staked not long ago, like a few weeks ago. I staked pTGC because I know that the ROI time is going to be reduced when we have volume on the network, which we don't really have yet, and as the value of the tokens goes up. So nothing's happening right now, which means from my perspective that the cycle must be postponed. And I do believe we're having a bull cycle. I'm not in the camp that thinks it's over. It would be okay if it were, but also not okay. I think we're having a bull run. And so I'm staking tokens. Why? Because I earn reflections. No, I earn staking rewards on those tokens. So you can have one stake per wallet. You can unstake at any time. You can claim it at any time. You can claim your rewards at any time, and they'll go straight to your wallet and start earning reflections. It's called compound interest. I don't claim any more than once a week. Right now, I'm at 2 weeks because I had trouble last week, and then but going any longer than about a week, you're leaving money on the table. Going any shorter, and it's like, what's the point? The gains are so minimal that it's like almost like weed whacking poison ivy in a bathing suit. You're just not doing yourself any favors. The third way that you can earn pTGC is by locking. And that one, you really need to think it through. from my perspective. A 90-day lock, sure, even at this point in the cycle. Why? Because the rewards you're going to earn that come into your wallet, you get to keep 55% of them for a 90-day lock. If you go, I'll show you a diagram here in a minute. But as you go longer, you keep more of the rewards. When you claim the rewards, you keep 55%, for example, for a 90-day lock. And upon claiming, the 45% goes to the dead address, reducing the supply, increasing your position and everybody else's position relative to the rest of the circulating supply. So it's a beautiful system. It is a beautiful system. If you choose to end your lock early, we call it early end lock, EEL, you will forfeit 30% of your principal. Every early end lock that we see, and they come in very randomly, every one that we see, you can assume if a guy is ending his lock early, he's going to pay 30%. But then he's probably going to either transfer those tokens or sell them, and there's 5%. Oh, he's got to unstake first. You got to unlock 30%. Then he has to unstake them, 31%. And then he's got to sell or transfer 36%. And you as a locker are going to earn from that 30%. You're going to earn as a staker from the 1%. And then you're going to earn as a holder and a staker from the 5%. Does that make sense? And of the 5%, it's only 2%, 1% to holders, 1% to stakers. So when somebody unlocks, it's almost like you keep 30, it's 33%, not just 30%. That goes to all the other. It's, my mind is melting right now. 30% goes to the lockers. 2% goes to the stakers, but all the lockers are stakers. But there's another 1%. They're the reflections. Yo. This ecosystem is really cool. When it gets complicated like that, I just think it's cool. When it's challenging my mind, I think it's cool. And I think that the rewards are pretty intense, because you think, oh, you're just getting 30% when other people unlock. No, there's more to it. I think there's like 33%. Yeah, when you really look into it, it's more like 33%, plus the increase in your position because of the reduction of circulating supply. So, all right, locking. Staking, you can have one stake per wallet. Locks, you can have multiple locks per wallet. And you can do such thing as a CC. Are you still here? You can have like a locking ladder, which I have. Do I have it in this wallet? I don't think I do. But you can have multiple locks down here. And the way you lock is your tokens have to be staked in order to lock them. And then once they're staked, you select lock, however many you want to lock, and then your time period, 90 days up to 10 years, right? And then you sign the contract, and you'll have a lock down here. And down here, you'll see your amount, your reward start date, and the end date. Like this one's almost 2 years old. It's a 10-year lock. And you can claim your tokens at any time, 6,000 tokens. So let's see. This wallet, man, has earned just about as many tokens in locking rewards as it has in reflections. And I just reset this February 10th, 2025. That's interesting, guys. That is stinking interesting. So lockers, and this is a 10-year lock. 10-year lockers, if you had a 10-year lock since February of this year, you've earned as much in locking rewards as in reflections. And you earned staking rewards on top of that, which is more than both of those separately. Make sense? Yeah, it's just like, I look at all of these reward tokens as worth $1. Like 9,750 tokens claimable from staking. That's $9,750 to me. That's honestly how I look at this. Because I'm expecting, I'm not going to go do something stupid if it doesn't go to $1. Don't get me wrong. But that's where I'm expecting the prices to go. Maybe more. Maybe more. Some people think it ain't going that high. I do. I really do. I think it's going higher. Oh, we forgot to talk about the fee. So 2% goes to the DAO, 1% to holders, 1% to stakers, 0.5% burns pTGC, 0.5% goes to the pTGC PLS LP pool. And then for UFO, 3% goes to LP providers, 1% to holders, 1% burns UFO, 1% goes to and burns pTGC. There are alien techs. I'm going to skip that for now, guys, just for sake of time. How come I get all mixed up? I get mixed up sometimes. I need to redo this presentation, guys. I'm so sorry. But we're also coming up on time. I love the DAO. pTGC has a DAO, and I just love it. Why? Because, all right, I'm going to show you this. I got myself started talking about it. The DAO allows pTGC to be like that ship on the sea. You see that train stuck on a track? That's a pretty scene, you know, but it can only go forward and back. It's a two directions. That's like your standard token. This ship over here is like the pTGC DAO having 10 billion PLS in its coffers right now, and an RH sacrifice coming up. And guess what? We're probably going to participate in that token at some point. I'm not saying we're going to sacrifice, but I would say that there's probably going to be some pressure for us to sacrifice. I don't want to buy those tokens until the market has decided what they're worth, you know. But I think it would be a good testimony to the rest of PulseChain if we did. I'm 90% sure we're going to sacrifice. And I'm not putting pressure, Zen, if you're watching, if anybody that's a voter in pTGC or a proposer, I am not putting pressure on you. I'm just rambling. I think we're probably going to sacrifice. I think it'd be a good idea. But we've only known about this thing for 3 days. All right. Okay, we did that. We talked about locks. Okay, I'm a proponent of doing a lock and ladder, because if you do a locking ladder, it gives you options. Like if you do an annual locking ladder or a quarterly, however you want to do it, perhaps across multiple wallets. Like mine is on a few different wallets, and multiple tiers, like annual ladders. And I haven't even shown you the tiers. Is this it right back here? Yes. Time lock tier system. Okay. If you lock for 10 years, you keep 100% of the rewards. If you lock for 5 years, you keep 80%. If you lock in 1 year into the next higher tier, you will earn from that tier. If you lock like a ladder, if you do a ladder, even across the board, like even bags in each of these tiers, you keep something like 77.5% of all the rewards. I did something like that. And I think I'm keeping, I forget what it is now. I want to say like 89 or 96% of all the rewards that come to me from locking, and I have a ladder. But I went really heavy in 10-year locks too. I'll tell you how I did it. 88% in 10-year locks. I went pretty big, but I thought it through, and I'm like, I'm doing this. And I did 8% of my entire pTGC in, that would have been the ladder. Okay, 8% in a ladder. So the ladders, The bags that are in the ladder is pretty light. And then I did 90-day locks. And the 90-day locks is what is above my principal amount that I am not willing to touch. And but that which is above, I will use to benefit my life and change my life, and that the life of my wife also, because she's along with me. And that's my plan. And you got to develop your own plan. But you can use mine as a reference point, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm not a proponent of one big lock. Break it up into smaller ones. There's a big difference between staking rewards and reflections and locking. The staking rewards and reflections are based on the volume of the network today. So whatever the volume is, you're going to earn. Like if we have $100,000 in volume and you earn $1, when you have $200,000 in volume, you're going to earn $2. It's pretty standard. Okay. But the locking rewards are human dependent. So if we have 300 million pTGC unlocked this month, like we did last month, and last month you earned 100,000 tokens, then this month you're going to earn 100,000 tokens. What if the price 10x from last month to this month? Happy days, right? That's why locking is a superpower, because the contract don't care what the value of the tokens is. It's just going to send you the tokens. That's why I'm a huge proponent of locking. I'm a big locker. But that does mean that I'm depending on other people to emergency unlock. And so but I'm not telling you guys to emergency unlock. Main differences, we're going to skip that one. Let's go to the UFO DApp. And guys, I am going to create a playlist that'll walk through the entire DApp, and you won't have to sit through this to learn. You can go watch the short videos instead. Let's go to UFO, and then we'll boogie out of here. Same DApp, PulseTGC.com, select UFO token. You can do two things with UFO. You can hold it or you can LP. If you want to LP, select UFO liquidity pools. Select from any of these pools. There are 7. I do not recommend the UFO pTGC pool because you will pay the fee to enter that pool. If you enter the UFO PLS pool, you will pay the fee on UFO and I'm sorry. When you exit this pool, you will pay the fee on UFO. If you enter this pool, you'll pay the fee on both of them, entering and exiting. So let's say you were to enter the PLS pool, you would select add liquidity, sign it in your wallet. And then once you've signed it, I would go and check and make sure that it actually exists. Go to UFO token, UFO PLP rewards, and then you will see your rewards. This is your rewards page. So you can see it. If you hold UFO in your wallet, just liquid, this will be your reflections rewards right here. And then down here is your PLS rewards. And you can claim your rewards. If you have multiple LPs, you can claim your rewards right there with that button. Okay, it's sip of water time. Looks like we have a question. Cool. Hi, Jason. It's a pleasure to meet you. I have the DAO address. I'm so glad I scraped it. So interesting because I didn't have it for the longest time. And like a couple weeks ago, I scraped it off of the Telegram. Somebody dropped it and I was like, ooh, that's what I've been looking for. And so now I have it. So let me go find it for you. And I think what we should do is, let me see if I can find this. I'm looking through my spreadsheet, guys. And thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I might need to adjust my adjustments here. Oh, I think this is it. All right, let's check this out together, shall we? All right. You go to PulseTGC.com. We'll check it out together, Jason, and then we'll I'll pop it in the chat. Pulse TGC, Pulse Folio. Okay. PLS Folio. Dude, work for me. It's because I'm streaming, guys. All right, we're going to look at this one right here. If it has about 10 billion PLS in it, then I know it's the, it's the 31E1 right there. 31E1. Where do you go? Portfolio. Maybe later. There you go. 10.1 billion. How come it says it has 448,000? I don't know why, but it has over 10 billion pulse in it. So here's the address. If you, for whatever reason, can't copy that out of the chat, let me know. And I can PM it to you on Twitter or Telegram or however. But there it is. That's a good one to bookmark, guys. That's the DAO wallet address. I'm probably saying it wrong, but you can see that that's the treasury right there. We have 10 million PLS. I love that. I love it. I'm not a saver, but my pTGC is a saver. I love it. It's so cool. All right. So, back on the DApp, guys, this is important, especially if you're new like CC. You've been around for 6 months, but it won't let me copy it. I'll just type it in. You're going to type it in? Okay. Yeah, type it into Pulsefolio, I guess, and then copy it from there. And then you can check and see if it has 10.11 billion PLS, and then you know you got the right address. Okay, so you couldn't copy it. Well, that's unfortunate that you can't copy stuff out of the YouTube comments section. That's kind of a bummer. I wish we could do that. I wish we could fix it somehow. So when you do LP, UFO, and one of your RH tickers, so you're going to earn PLS. It doesn't matter which one you pair with. They're all going to reward the same. Okay, if that makes sense. Oh, you did copy it. Okay, cool. All right, that's good. Glad you said something. All right, and there's something very special here. You guys are looking at it. It's called the UFO shares. It's a superpower. The UFO shares is what guarantees you your position of the pool, so you get your PLS rewards down here. When you LP UFO and an RH ticker, you're assigned a UFO share based on how much UFO you put into the pool. So if you put 1 billion UFO into the pool, you're going to be assigned 1 billion UFO shares. Yeah. The UFO shares will never change, but they're like a hedge against impermanent loss, because your LP, the tokens in your LP, are always going to be fluctuating. And in my experience from being in UFO since May of 2024 is I have lost a lot of UFO. So my UFO LPs are like this one is no longer 1 million UFO. It's more like 400,000 UFO. So if I unpaired that LP and tried to repair it, I would literally have to buy an additional 600,000 UFO and the PLS to make the whole thing, to match the LP, because you have to put equal parts in each side. So the UFO shares are very special. And sure, there are guys like me and some others that are Genesis. We call them the Genesis crowd, the UFO share Genesis crowd. But I am going to contend that with PulseChain being at the bottom and UFO being on an extreme sale right now, that you guys aren't far off from the guys that LP'd UFO back in May of 2024, almost 2 years ago. So if you want to speculate on something that could do you really well and pay you passively for like the rest of your life, you might want to do this on a couple different wallets, like I did. That's how I did it. Because then you can hand off a wallet to a family member or something like that. I'm just thinking out loud. I probably shouldn't. But I think the UFO shares are very special. Like, I literally take profit from these. Not much. It ain't much, guys. Not right now. Not with the volume that we got. But I used to always have to buy PLS for gas money, even though, because I just spend everything, man. I'm a spender. And I would ape in and spend all my PLS and be like, oh, man, I got to go to my exchange again, put fiat in and get gas. So haven't had to do that since I got my UFO LPs because I'm earning PLS every single day and I love it. So, and also, so what a lot of people do is they will hold some UFO liquid and some they will LP 50-50, whatever you want. But when you LP it, it is a hedge against selling it, if you follow me. Because if you ever unpair that LP and you're down on your UFO versus your UFO shares, you might be sad. But there is a case where you might be very, very happy to unpair. As somebody in the chat earlier this week said, he was like, thank you, Prey, for teaching us how to do this. All right, man. You guys ready for some super secret sauce? If the asset that you're paired with, like this has been happening with EHEX a lot, by the way, wink, wink. If you want to make a pair with some EHEX, and let's say you get 1 million UFO shares. I know that's really cheap right now. I get it, but it's good for illustration. You get 1 million UFO shares in an LP with UFO and EHEX. And EHEX just keeps running up, right? And EHEX been running up against UFO. So what happens? People are buying the EHEX and depositing the UFO. So at the end of the day, when EHEX has done its big old run, you've got more UFO in there. So you know what you can do is unpair that LP on this DApp. You got to do it on the DApp. Unpair it and then put it back together right away, just back to back. And you'll have more UFO shares. And like, for example, you could have, instead of 1 million UFO shares, maybe 1.2 million UFO shares. And because it's the shares that determine how much APY you get, you just increased your APY for what? Nothing. The price of gas. Less than a penny? Yo, man. That's good stuff. Hope you wrote that down or just remembered it. All right. That's it. That is it, guys. I think we're going to forego any moon math today. I got a couple little things I got to do for the new website that I want to get done today. And then we're going to have a week. Are we pumping? Let's have a look. Are you one of those guys that watches the charts all day like me? I watch it all day. It doesn't bother me. pTGC is up 1.64% for the day. Let's see if we've been pumping since we've been streaming. There's the Prairie Banana pump right there. I'll take it. Good job, guys. 11 people in here. Looks like y'all bought some. Good deal. And maybe a week or so, I'll have a referral code. And you guys are going to have to use my referral code. If you come in here on my stream. Oh, by the way, guys, I said this yesterday on Spaces. We are all going to have referral codes here before long. And when we send people over to get their position in pTGC, they can use our referral code, like yours, to get their position in pTGC. And then I think they'll need to buy a certain amount to at least qualify for you to get benefit from, for sending this person to buy this life-changing asset. Okay. So, and if you guys are going to be doing that, sending people over to this site with your referral code to buy pTGC, but then let's say they come into my stream, this stream right here. They're like, hey, I can watch Prairie Banana and learn all about this ecosystem. That's true. But when you send them over here, just tell them, hey, don't use his code. Use my code because I referred you. And I'm going to do the same thing. When you send, Scouts Honor, you send people to my stream, and you can say something in this chat if I forget to say anything. I will tell everybody, like when things get hopping and we got lots of people on here, hold me to it if I forget. But it's my intention that, hey, if anybody sent you here and you're about to go over to this site to buy pTGC, use their referral code. But if nobody sent you and you just ended up here, use mine. Okay. Scouts Honor, use your guys's. You guys need credit for everybody you bring in here. And I understand that unless somebody starts spins up a YouTube channel and starts doing this, they're coming to my channel. And I'm telling you that we're going to do this right. We're going to do it right. So, because if I were in your shoes, I would want me to do it right. That's how we're doing it, man. Okay. Good? Are we good? We got any questions? Last call for questions. It's been a quiet day. It's been a real quiet day. And I get it. It's understandable. It's about to get lit. I think it's about to get lit. How can I pull up a chart that shows how UFO has been performing? I like this question. Jason is challenging me. I've been wanting to look this up for the longest time. Okay, we're going to figure this out together. How can we do it? Well, we go to Deck Screener. Okay, we're done, guys. Unless you want to hang out. I don't know. I may have tried this before, Jason, and it was unsuccessful. But let's look for the pTGC UFO pair. We might have to go to the UFO and look for the pTGC pair. Oh, I bet I know how. I think I know how we can do it. Watch this. Secretobank.com. We're not going to see, man, what happens is if we don't have any volume between the two, we're not going to see we're not going to see anything here. Does that make sense? And we may not see anything in Deck Screener also. But let's have a look. Because Secretobank gets its information from Deck Screener. And if any of you guys know how to get to it really quickly, I am open to hearing from you. Okay, we're going to look at the UFO, other pairs. I need to just, when I find this one, we're looking for UFO pTGC. I need to commit it to my section over here and keep it. UFO pTGC. Yeah, nuts. Okay, we didn't find it. And here's why, Jason. There hasn't been any trades between pTGC and UFO today. And really, honestly, and that's a great question, though. And I seriously need to find that one and store it in my sidebar list so I can see it because I want to know the ratio too. So somebody out there needs to go and swap pTGC for UFO for there to be some volume. I might just go do it right now because I'm doing some experimenting with some little tiny amounts. You're welcome, Jason. Guys, hold on to your hats. Hold on to your tokens. Keep your ears to the ground. Keep your nose to the grindstone. Go clean the garage if you get antsy. Just post both contract address. Paste them both where? Just paste both contract addresses? All right, let me see if we can do this. I'm going to go with the Armont. Okay, we got UFO here. Where do I paste it, Armont? In the search? Index screener. Okay, just like maybe do an enter. I can't get both of them. I'm going to paste one here and then go. I'm going to paste UFO here and then get pTGC while you answer my question. Where do I paste it, dude? With a slash in between. Yeah, man. I know I've heard that before. Hold on. I just have never done it. Oh, man. Come on, baby. Hold on. Slant. Get rid of that one. Bam. You probably have to put the slant right there in the search thing, huh? All right. Jason, you still there? Because I think we're about to figure this out here. Okay. pTGC. Hit enter. Search. I don't think it's working for me so far. pTGC UFO. It still didn't work. I must have done something wrong. But hey, we learned something. Back to back. Yeah, I did it back to back with a slash. It still didn't work, man. Yeah. Well, that's a little I can ask on. Did I do it? Did I do it right? Paste the UFO pTGC pool address in Gecko terminal. Yeah, I can't get the pool address because I can't get the I can't find the pair. So I'll have to do that another time, man. I don't even know what Gecko terminal is. I suppose it's on Gecko, CoinGecko. But thank you, NJ Dub. Appreciate you guys. Post the UFO pTGC pool address in. Yeah. Nuts. Maybe on Spaces tomorrow, I'll ask Hayden, or you guys can jump in and ask him. Remind me. Oh, I do love the uniform. It's pretty sharp looking, and I'm gonna get as soon as we shut this down, I'm gonna go get the. Yeah, I know, NJ. That's the problem we're having is there's no activity. I'm gonna get the UFO, and then we're gonna we talked about this. We're gonna get the UFO one up there, and then when we talk about UFO, we're gonna switch logos. All right, guys, it has been fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys, more importantly, learned a little bit, or got encouraged. And we'll have Spaces tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, all grays, and hopefully we'll be all green between now and then. All right, guys, I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.